Yes, thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Toa, for this presentation. It's good to take a bit of time today, still on step 2, before we move to step 3 together. So here we see that the IDH team has done a good work to prepare some data, but they still miss about a third or even almost half of the territory. So the question is, I mean, there are different questions here. If you don't really know, you don't have all the data for the remaining 60,000 hectares, and if this is not so important for your planning, because these are areas that are not so critical for your planning. For your planning, you've already put the critical crops, which are maybe the rice and the forest. So you don't have to put the too much detail there. You can put just simple categories that says remaining crops or remaining fruit trees, a mix of crops, and for that you can use the other land use category if you really don't have a lot of data, or if you have more data you can use intercrop with annual crops, for instance. The other option would be to reduce the size of your territory. If your planning is really going to happen, your planning issues are really going to happen on the data you've already put here on forest, rice, and other crops, then you can go back to step 1 and say, if you go back to area, step 1, exactly here, exactly.
Okay, this area.
Exactly. So you have 144,000 hectares, right?
Yes.
And that's for the entire district. But if your planning issue is not on the entire district, but just on a smaller part, you can reduce that area. Because for instance, you don't have a lot of data and not a lot of interest on all this area, which is for the moment empty. You can reduce the area. That's one option.